Hi. I don't know how to start this. So yeah, hello. I'm Sock Owner. You might know me from the SpongeBob Retro Achievements videos, the two of them that I've made. I'm working on another one, and some other stuff perhaps, like Sonic Adventure. Please know me for that one. I like that video a lot. I worked so hard. I'm so used to starting like just videos in general now with like a smile or like with just like a certain amount of energy in it. You can probably tell that I am putting in more energy right now than I normally would in like my real like life, right? I feel like I'm giving off the voice for that, even unintentionally. So yeah, what's with this lighting? What's with this room? What's with the fan? It's not on. Why am I making jokes? It's supposed to be serious. Pretty much this video is just for me. This is one of the first things I've been doing in the morning. This one of the first things I've been doing in the week, honestly. This video is mainly for me. That's why I'm holding this mic instead of using the one I usually use. I don't even know how this sounds in comparison. To be blunt, I do not like the current YouTube meta. If that is even the best way to say it. It's something I've been noticing with myself and with other people and with everything that's going on online, that things are rapidly changing all the time. It's just something that happens. Things that worked before will not work, and then things that used to work will magically work again over time. Or like things that didn't work before are working now, kind of thing. And the main problem that I am facing, and why I'm even making this, is that we're clashing in terms of what the algorithm, what YouTube wants from us. And I've never been a fan of working for an algorithm. I've never been a kind of person that is like, oh, yeah, like, no shit, you gotta, like, that's great. You gotta work towards it and it'll eventually give back to you. When it's the most draining thing in the world. That's part of why I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. From everything that I have done, everything that I've worked on, everything that I'm doing, I'm just sick of trying to feed the beast that is the YouTube algorithm. I am sick and tired of trying to optimize everything for it to not work all the time and for it to kind of fucking suck, man. You know? I guess I'm doing this in a nonchalant way today. I thought it was going to be a lot more serious, but I guess we're going a little nonchalant with it. I mean, I love that the stuff that I did do worked decently well to where I can even think about doing this at all. But it's also one of those things where it's like, I want to keep expanding past that, and for some reason, some of it's not working, and it's working better than it did years ago because of, clearly I got a new, like, I got people like you that are even, like, if you even go to the second channel and watch this video, you're one of the goats. Thank you. But it's weird. It's weird because I'll be watching my old VODs on, like, my old stream VODs to write a script about the video that I'll be making about it. I'll be watching other friends' videos who they just crack their asses off for something that YouTube hasn't fully paid back to them yet, I don't feel. And my cat's looking at me. What's up? But yeah, I just feel like a lot of effort is put in to spots where YouTube hasn't really fully paid that off yet, you know? And it's in a weird way. It's weird. It's just weird. I don't know. It's something that I've been thinking about a bit, where certain things do work for certain channels. Certain things have worked for me, and it's working for a lot of other people. Then there's things like smaller channels that are noticing that it's working for other people and want to jump on in when that's not fully how it works, and people jump in on stuff in a way that is like, I don't know the best way to describe it. They want to be someone similar to who they look up to, which is fine. That's a great inspiration to derive from. I want people to create more. It's important that people create. It's important that people make things. But it's also important to put yourself in it and recognize that and do it your own way. You know? Instead of being trying to be similar to somebody that has found some sort of success in any sort of fashion. You should be able to take some things that you love, take some things that other people have done that you loved and want to do something similar to yourself, and then make something of it on your own. And sure, it requires gaining the skills and everything to do that. This is kind of a tangent. Like, this isn't even related to what I'm saying. But I think it's important to do that. It's just that when so many of these things pop up and it's all very similar and some of it is using generated assets, that's kind of when I'm noticing a problem, and that's kind of when I feel like it probably should be talked about a bit. I'm not going to sit here and say don't make stuff. That's ridiculous. You know how long it takes me to make any of the things that I've posted? That's why I'm making this, because it's something quick and easy, and it's on my brain, and I need to talk about it. I have no bullet points. I have no script. I'm off the riff, baby. I'm talking. That's why I'm making this. As somebody that has been doing this for years and only just now finding something that is actively working, it's something I want to talk about, and it's something that I need to talk about. Let's go back to the personal reflection, because I didn't mean to go on a tangent about how the algorithm market is making things crazy, because people are uploading weekly, bi-weekly, like daily even, stuff that everyone is covering all at the same time, and it makes it impossible almost impossible to feel like you're doing anything monumental or like something substantial or something that you're putting your time into to make work. You know, it feels weird. It feels like I'm working on something pretty big that I know people are going to like, but I don't feel like it's going to reach that many people, you know? And it's because everyone is doing it all at the same time. And they're doing it in varying qualities, in varying release schedules, and varying everything. And I have an utmost respect for the people that can take the time to upload weekly or bi-weekly or whatever the fuck their schedule is and make something good. I've recently had experience of doing something on schedule and making it good. And it was so draining, but it also taught me that I can do a lot with the time that I have. It's the mental game that is the problem. And it's what I'm actively trying to work on. That's why I'm making this video. I am very reflective today. I'm very fourth wall breaking. It's the same kind of thing for streaming, where people will just stream the same things all the time, every day, and be like, oh, this should work. You know? When that's not the case all the time, it's not always going to work. It's like, it's rough out there. You have to have some resemblance of like good ideas, some kind of thing to bring all of it together to get people to be interested, right? There has to be something that lets you stand out. And it's also difficult because when everyone's doing it, it's hard to do that, because a lot of people go in expecting like be a little entertaining and play a game, and that's usually the bare minimum. That's usually the barometer. And if there's something that sets you apart from most other people, you'll probably do pretty decently, but it's also very luck oriented. Algorithms on Twitch and YouTube are just, it's really hard to get discovered on those platforms. More so Twitch, it's difficult, but that's where I want to talk, because of this whole YouTube Twitch thing, on the issues I'm having and what I'm thinking about doing. And it's something that it's like, again, I'm not bullet pointed here, I'm not scripted. I do not know exactly how to start it. I think I just want to start by saying that I have gotten to love streaming over the past like month, and there are still days where I miss it because I'm mentally like fatigued. I work a real job on top of this fake job that doesn't give me enough money for it to be a real job, kind of thing. I'm in that scenario where I have like no time to myself. It's always late at night, and I'm playing my Switch, playing Tomodachi Life for a couple hours, and I have to make time with other people, and I want to actively help other people, and I've been doing that too. I've been so busy recently, and it feels great. On top of like it feels great, and it also feels horrid, right? Feeling busy is one of the best feelings in the world, but then when you actually have the weird time where you don't have anything to do, you're like, I should be doing something, And then when you're doing too much, you're on the other end where you're like, I need to stop doing things. And it feels rough. Which is part of why I've gone to love streaming, because it kind of feels like a middle ground for that. It feels like I can load up stream, be my usual entertaining self. I've honestly gotten to find out what the kind of jokes and styles of humor that I do on YouTube, I kind of like, or like not even just on YouTube, just in general. I think I kind of found the one that really works for YouTube, and it's one that I love. That Pokemon video is still my favorite script that I've written, and so far the next 2 scripts that I'm working on right now actively kind of have that writing style, and I fuck with it. I love it. It's stupid, it's snarky, and it's great. I love that style of humor. I do. On top of like the other stupid stuff that I've been doing, you know, it's all culminating into something that I think works for me. So yeah, just I love streaming, even if I have to miss a day or 2 during the week. When I have a 4-day schedule for streaming, I don't think that's bad. Now, my problems with streaming come from the amount of ideas that I'm doing at the same time. Like, there was a week where I ran 4 separate ideas on the 4 separate days, and I'm like, damn, that doesn't feel great, because it's hard to stay focused on one thing that you really want to do. So I'm playing around with that, but that's fine. That's different. I can do that. The only other problem comes with the growth of it, which is we're working on it. I think the stream's been growing pretty well, just by me doing it enough, and by me being me, and by me having a YouTube channel with a decent following on it, and knowing people that have bigger followings than me and being friends with them. I need to phrase that more so in like a terms of they are friends, because we talk a lot and we shoot the shit sometimes, and it's really fun, and I'm very glad to have met them from this. It feels so, I don't know, this is something that never happened to me. That would have never happened to me like 5 years ago, you know? And it's pretty much like quadrupled in the past 4 years. It's insane. And that takes us to the YouTube side of things. What about YouTube? Let me just say in the nicest way possible that there are some projects that I work on that I do not have as much care for. And there are other projects that I fucking love making. If you could tell last year that Sonic Adventure DX was my favorite video I've made that entire year, you've got to... That was the most fun I've had making a video, I think, ever. I fucking love that video. I don't know. There's, like, certain things with YouTube that... There's, like, certain things I really like and certain things that I like when making videos, and certain things that I'm, like, not a big fan of. We're a cat channel now. I don't even know if that picked up. I'm thinking of just focusing on the video ideas that I really care about, and some of the other ideas can be saved for potentially a second channel thing or a later thing down the line that can be made into a good video. So pretty much stuff like the 1,000 Year Door remake playthrough, like near 100% video that I was going to do. That's probably going to be cut, even though I loved playing that game. It's just like when it's a first time playthrough experience, cutting those can be very annoying. Odyssey 100%, that might still go through if I can find a way to script that well instead of making it a hybrid video, which is what I was originally going to do. And if you have been watching the streams, you know I've been playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time. That video probably will not be focused on. Like, I'll be playing the game and I'll have all the footage and stuff, and I'll probably have it ready. But as of right now, that's probably not in the plans of becoming a video for the main channel. Because I don't even have time to do stuff for this channel. So if I have to spend my time on something, I really want it to be something that I care about and something that I really want to do. And it's because I'm getting so many video ideas, and that's a great thing to say. Like, I'm not out of ideas. I have so many, but I also want to execute on them immediately. I'm that kind of person where if I have an idea, I want to fucking go do it, and I'm already in the middle of like 10 ideas that I haven't done yet. And it's like what am I to do? Okay. Thankfully, some of the ideas are shorter. I got a couple that after this next video or next 2 videos that I'm doing should be a lot easier for me to make in general. And then I have some that are longer, which I want to make, and I want to put as much time and care and everything into it as I can because I fucking love gaming. I love the games that I will be talking about. And then there are some that I haven't started yet because of other things that I'm preoccupied by that I want to make as good as I can. And also, just there's so many things I want to do. I think I need to cut back on some of them because some of them, when I go to the editing booth to edit or anything like that, it's just boring to me. And that's the thing. I don't hate editing. I like editing. But I like editing when it requires that I think outside the box and apply visuals to the what is to be shown. And stream highlights and first-time playthroughs, you don't really get to do that much. You can make it work. It's just when you have to go through everything and cut it first, it is so mentally taxing. It's really hard to like focus on it and do it good. You know what I mean? I think that's where the issues lie for me mainly, is that at that point I'd rather be doing the really long scripted things that I really, really want to do. Because it gets to a point where it's so mentally taxing to even think about cutting stream highlights that it takes me longer to do those than the fucking big scripted hour and a half, maybe even 2 hour at some point videos that have animations, stupid song bits that aren't funny and aren't good. I don't know why you guys like them so much. I've been told several times that those parts are some of your favorites, and I appreciate it. I think they're stupid as shit, and I'm glad that you guys like them. You know, when there's a production there. The Pokemon video, which was only 25 minutes, it's not that long. I was able to crank that out in like a week and a half in total when I sat down to fully get it done. Because once the motivation was there, I had everything lined up. I had it all I had it all scripted and voiced. And I had the VO cut up. I was able to just do all that editing. I was able to get that all done in like a week and a half and get it out in time. And then it reached outside of my circle after April Fool's Day, and people didn't realize that. I got comments not realizing the April Fool's joke. Sorry, comments, but thank you for watching and subscribing. This sounds so narcissistic of me right now. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be reflective, but not trying to be overly sad about it, I guess. Sad is the word I'll use. I'm trying to be reflective, and I'm trying to be in a way that is productive. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is stuff that is... I love streaming. I'm going to keep streaming the way I am. Maybe lessen how many things I do a week. Maybe just keep it to 2. We Stop Wednesday has not been a hit for me personally, so I'm probably not going to continue doing that unless it would be something that is funny, and it's mainly because Retro Achievements doesn't have that many We Stop games that are quick enough to beat. And if they are, that's like 20 minutes versus 7 hours, and that's different. That is completely different. YouTube videos, I think I'm going to get the ones that I'm working on done, which is going to be a bit taxing for me, but I think I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to just stick to the ones that require writing, scripting, and good production. Because those are the ones that I've been enjoying the most recently. And if it ever gets to a point where I actually have a team of people that can actually help me get things out, then yeah, we can probably expand that to just having more stuff come out. If I get a team of editors and stuff like that, maybe we could potentially get it to a point where I can release more stuff more often. And plus, the financial return on all of it is also rough, which is why I have also been working with other people to get more things, and to work on more stuff because of work experience. Help any additional funding that is helpful towards any of this stuff. On top of the world being so fucking tough right now that extra work is kind of nothing to me. Just overall, having a passion, and it's easier for me to work off of other people than to work off of myself, because then I have to listen to myself and I have to reflect on the stuff that I've been writing and working on for several hours versus something that somebody else just did and I can cut through it and work on it. So, where does that leave us? That leaves us with me asking a question, and it's purely a financial based one. I have never done anything like this before. I think I tried once when I was young and stupid and I didn't know how to do it. But I'm curious as to what you guys would think now. I know the channel is not big. The channel is 4.5K, growing still. Thank you all so much. And I'm working on big videos for them. Is there... I feel shitty for even asking and even having to say it. Is there any interest in a Patreon? Anything like that? The tiers would be super low pledge. I do not think you should even be paying for any of my content, but I would be willing to do a low pledge to add some extra things behind the scenes stuff and some other stuff that I have that would be good ideas. Is there any interest for that? Because I will do something like that if people genuinely want to help, and if it allows me to work on more stuff. Which is that's the real hard choice to make, is if you want to launch something like that, if you do not have a sizable enough of a community for that, it's going to be weird. I feel like it's always weird to bring up. It's just like, oh, Patreon to help fund these things and to give yourself something from me that might be worthwhile if you really want it. But my shit takes so long to make, man. I don't even know like how much I'll be able to put up on Patreon. But that's also the thing, is that like if it ends up being a good thing and it gives me more time to make stuff, then I can give you more stuff in all assets, in all fronts. So I guess that's where it lies, is I'm not really happy with how YouTube's meta works right now. Kind of very frustrating and annoying. I am not a big fan of how I've been trying to do my content, and my fucking art. Okay, it's art. I'm making fucking hour and a half long fucking films at this point. I don't know how to fully do that in a way that is meaningful to me, and I think that's important, because I think you all notice the production quality that I try to put into the videos. I don't need to be like, it needs to be good for you, because I try so hard to make it good for you guys. It needs to be good for me too. It's like sex. It needs to be good for both parties. So yeah, I guess that's the question, is if there's any interest in a Patreon or anything like that. I know the answer probably is no. Even if people say yes, it's probably no. But I want to sincerely ask, because if any additional funding can help me make doing any of this better, and just let it to where I can make what I want to make and make it good, and have you people like it. That's what I want. And it feels weird, because I'm in a transitional period of having some of the best ideas I've ever had so far, from just the kind of simple ideas that I've done, that are not like bad ideas, but they're not complex, they're things adjacent to what people have done before. It's just that I did it in a different way, and people liked it. I don't know. So yeah. I keep doing this Midwestern goodbye thing where I go, so yeah, and then I don't finish the fucking thought and video. That's it. That's all I had to say. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm not quitting making anything, because making shit is too fun. It's just that I have to decide on what I want to make and what I want to focus on and what I want to do and how cool I want to be and how awesome I am. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video, whichever that is, on the main channel. I'm not even certain which one I'm focusing on right now. I'm going through a whole creator kind of like thing in my brain that I want to. That's why I'm making this. It's just to talk, I guess. So, yeah, keep making stuff. If you will get better at it. Come watch the live stream. Twitch.tv/StockOwner. The StockOwner YouTube channel is my YouTube channel. Let me know if there is any interest in a Patreon or anything like that. Only in the facet of, if you guys want to be able to help with that and you think that'd be a good thing, absolutely. I just hate the idea of me not being able to give enough. And I guess I can shut it down whenever I want, right? But still, I want to have viewer interest. All right. That's it. I'll see you later.